On a sunny day in Tampa, Florida, the DeLuca family decided to spend some time outdoors. Their 7-year-old daughter Molly was happily playing in the garden with the newest member of the family, a 2-year-old German Shepherd named Haus. Haus had just been rescued from a shelter, and his loyalty and friendliness quickly won the hearts of the entire family. That day, Molly and Haus were playing hide and seek when suddenly, a snake slithered out from the bushes. It was a venomous rattlesnake, and it seemed poised to strike. Unaware of the danger, Molly kept laughing and running around until Haus noticed the snake. In an instant, he lunged forward, positioning himself between Molly and the snake, growling and preparing to attack. Frightened, Molly screamed, and at that moment, her grandmother, who had stepped into the backyard, saw what was happening. She cried out, trying to stop Haus, but he ignored her. Haus kept shielding his little owner, taking the snake's bites on his brave back. Each bite was agonizing, but he refused to back down. When the grandmother finally got closer, she realized Haus was doing everything he could to save Molly. She tried to pull him away, but Haus, bleeding heavily, kept fighting the snake until he finally collapsed to the ground, exhausted and wounded. In a panic, the family called for help. Haus was rushed to an animal hospital and placed in intensive care. The veterinarians worked on him, but the venom was spreading rapidly through his body. The standard dose of antivenom wasn't enough, so the vets began administering a continuous IV drip of the antidote to save his life. The DeLuca family, worried sick about their brave friend, waited anxiously in the hallway. Molly cried, unable to understand why her beloved pet was suffering so much. Her grandmother hugged her, trying to comfort her, but couldn't hold back her own tears. Time dragged on endlessly, and every sound from the operating room made their hearts skip a beat. Finally, after long hours of waiting, the vet emerged with a smile. Haus had survived. He was in critical condition, but the doctors were confident he would pull through. The family sighed in relief, though their hearts were still heavy with worry. A few days passed, and Haus began to recover. Every time Molly visited him at the clinic, he lifted his head and tried to stand, despite the pain. His devotion and love for the family were incredible. He was a true hero. When Haus finally returned home, he was greeted like a star. Molly hugged him, tears of joy streaming down her face. Despite all the suffering he had endured, Haus kept smiling, as if he knew he had done something great. From that day on, Haus became not just a protector but an inspiration to all. The DeLuca family was proud of their courageous friend, who proved that true love and loyalty can overcome any obstacle.